curl friends, it's Mickey B, and I want to show you today how I achieved this wonderful twist out using my DIY flaxseed gel. I started off with stretched hair. It was stretched in the 2 pipe tails that I did in my last video. I'll put the link somewhere on the screen. Yes, I still have all that gray hair. You gotta love it. My hair was very dry, so I'm going to use water, my Can 2 Shea Butter Leave-In Conditioning Repair Cream, and not Shea Moisture, but my DIY flaxseed gel, and as well as on the ends my shea butter mix. I start off saturating my hair with water, really dripping wet, because as you see there's no moisture in there right now. I let it sit for a little while so the water can penetrate, and that's why I want to drench it and let it soak, because a lot of that water is going to soak in there and it's going to make my hair pliable, allowing me to pull it apart and start manipulating it. So I get my first small section and I'm smoothing in some Can 2 Shea Butter, and I'm going to add the flaxseed gel on top of that, as well as put on the ends the shea butter mix, which is shea butter, olive oil, castor oil, and Jamaican black castor oil. I'm smoothing everything with my hand. I'm not using any combs or any brushes because I want to smooth in the moisture as well as the texture, build up on the texture that's already in there, and not smooth it or comb it out, the texture that am already starting with. I'm doing a loose twist, I'm not pulling on it, and I'm not going to twist till the end. I'm going to put a bantu knot at the end, so therefore it makes it go a little faster, and it's going to give me a smooth curl at the bottom, which makes everything look nice and even, as you saw in the previous pictures. Now this bantu knot is giving me a little trouble right here, just because it's such a small skinny little end. It's kind of hard for me to get my hands wrapped around how to do it, but I eventually figure it out, and once I get the right movement it goes pretty fast. So there's the first one. Then I'm going to show you again with this one in the back. I'm smoothing in the Can 2 Shea Butter. Again, smoothing everything in with my hand. The hair is still wet, so I'm adding more moisture with the Can 2 Shea Butter. Then I'm rubbing in the flaxseed gel on top of that, smoothing it all in with my hand. See the texture that's been developed. Now I'm going to do another 2-strand twist, and then I'm going to put the bantu knot at the end as well, and you'll see this one is going to be a lot quicker and a lot smoother because it's in a better position and less awkward for me to do. There's the shea butter on the end, and that also helps to not only lock in that moisture, but it also helps to hold that bantu knot in place as well. First half is done. Moving to the second half, we're going to do the same thing. Saturate it with water, let it sit for a while and soak on in there, make your hair pliable, and go ahead and start. Now here I'm noticing when we first started with the Can 2 Shea Butter, couldn't mix it with many other products. It didn't mix well, and I'm showing here how well it mixes with the flaxseed gel. Because it's such a natural, simple, basic gel, it mixes well with the Can 2 Shea Butter, which is huge because that product, probably still today, but I remember back in the day it didn't mix well with a lot of products. Right here I'm showing you how tangled my hair is. Now once I put in the flaxseed gel, I'm showing you how well it helps with finger detangling. If you just keep smoothing it out, it eventually allows that hair to break apart very easily and get through those tangles. Now this was after using the Can 2 Shea Butter. The Can 2 Shea Butter didn't allow it to smooth out this as well as it is right now with the flaxseed gel. So that was another plus which I enjoyed about it. It really allowed that hair to just be pulled apart a lot easier and smooth out. So now they're all done. I got all my twists in there. I'm going to go ahead and let it air dry and get ready for bed. But at this point it wasn't completely dry, and I did not want them to shrink up overnight or get any crinkles in them. So I've already put my pipe cleaners on one half of my hair, of my twists in my head. So now I'm doing the other half, and as you saw, I twisted one end, made a loop, and then the other end I'm going to start twisting from the top all the way down, loosely down the twist. I put the loop at the end so when it's time to take it out, you can easily find it to take it out, number one, and number two, it does not catch the hair. And again, there's the loop that I put in. I just take it and slide it down the twist very loosely. It's not a tight twist, and I'm not pulling on the twist because I don't want to pull out the volume and the texture that has already been created now with my hair air drying. Once I get all the twists in, as you'll see, then I go ahead and wrap it up in my satin do-rag, and I put my satin bonnet on top. So there you go. I have all of the twists wrapped in my pipe cleaners, the same as I did on my hair stretching technique, except for I did it for individual twists. Now I'm putting on that do-rag as I said before, and I'm going to put the bonnet on top of that. And I'm going to go to sleep and wake up and take these puppies out and show you the great results that I got using this process. Okay, so here I am. The hair is 100% dry. I'm looking for the loop, unraveling the pipe cleaner, and you see how easily it slips right off. There's no hair being pulled. It doesn't snag on anything. That's because I put it on loosely. It prevented them from, getting all bent up or shrinking any further, and it served the purpose that I wanted it to do. The pipe cleaners did. So I was very pleased with the results of that. Now I've got all the pipe cleaners out, and I'm just showing you all the body that my twists alone have. They're very free flowing. So now I'm going to put each section up and leave the two bottom ones in the back out so that I can start taking them out. So I slide the Bantu knot, unravel the twist, and then I start separating the twist. But first I have to put some shea butter on my hand to put a nice coating on it so that I don't generate a lot of frizz in my hair. Now as I take each one out, I separate it and I try to massage that hard part down the middle out as well, while the hair is still easy to get to in the back. I try to do it as I go, and I separate them according to the curly girl technique, where you pull the curls out and allow them to separate where they naturally want to separate. As you can see here on this one, I'm unraveling the Bantu knot, or slit out the Bantu knot, unraveling the twist and separating it. And after I do the second one on this side, I'm going to go ahead and get my pick and start trying to fluff it up a little, still trying to massage that hard part out in the back while the hair is easy to get to and the part is easy to get to. I like to do it in sections, that way when I have all of my hair untwisted, it's not so hard to get in there and work that part out. Now on this one I'm doing the same thing, except for I'm going to show you a little bit better how I'm separating it where the curls naturally want to separate. That's what I'm trying to do and trying to show you here. And you can kind of see it a little when I open it up and just pull them apart where they naturally want to be. This is the last one, and on the two top ones like this, when I separated them, I did not pull them all the way apart, all the way down to the end. Almost all the way, but I left the ends intact so it can be like one piece, but I opened it up from the root almost down. And there you go. Then I'm going to go ahead and fluff it up and, do all the shaky and try to work the part a little bit more down the middle and just get it to where I like it. But look at all that definition and texture and curl and body, and look at how even the hair is in the back. I'm taking off my cape so you can really see. Those Bantu knots gave it such a nice little soft curl on the ends, and I really like that. And just look at all that texture. So this was a great gel to try. I hope you guys try it. I hope you enjoy the video, and I hope you get a lot of tips from this. The final thing that I'm going to do here is I'm going to take my black eyeshadow. I got to hide some of those grays. I eventually have to put some more color on my hair, but I've been stretching my sessions on coloring my hair just to not dry it out as much. And it is what it is. I can't hide all this gray hair. That's impossible, and I'm not trying to hide it. I just like my hair all one color if possible. So I'm just doing my little quick fix here just in the front so it looks a little bit more uniform. But from there, you just do what you got to do. But it's a great technique, great gel, love it. See you